guys! Now that you've completed the Deadlock Protocol quest to get Protea's blueprint, I'm sure you're ready to get her parts, right? It's actually pretty easy, especially with a good team, to make things go smooth and not stressful. I personally like to run with a full squad, and I like having 3 maces and 1 speed Nova. For Mesa, I make sure she has good range so it'll be easier to kill enemies from far away. It's also recommended to have good energy capacity as well as efficiency. I've mentioned before on another video that I don't really use Mesa's waltz, but it's pretty helpful here in my opinion. For Nova, I ask her to take charge of the 3 prisoners so that the maces can just focus on the killings. It is important for the Nova to be really good at charging the Zoras to release the prisoners because it adds 1 whole minute to the timer, or 20 seconds for each prisoner. Of course, you can just use other frames, but these frames just make it so much easier. For the locations, it is recommended to go to Skyrush Phobos for the neuroptics, Hydra, Pluto for the systems, and Adrasia, Jupiter for the chassis. In this case, we are trying to get the systems, so we are going to Pluto. Alright, so there are 3 things that you have to do to get her parts. 1. You have to complete the actual mission, which is either a capture or a sabotage mission. 2. You have to locate the golden hands so you can enter the Grand Void just like you did on the quest. There are actually multiple golden hands in there, so it shouldn't be too hard to find them. 3. You have to find the treasure to get more crowns. Although, if you've accumulated a lot already, you don't really have to find him every time, especially if you're in a team, since you only need 1 crown to enter, meaning each of you can take turns to make it fair. Anyway, it's best to have full energy before you go into the Grand Void, so with my Xeneric lens, I use my energizing dash at the start of the mission. Just so you know, it doesn't matter which order you complete first. I usually go with whichever is closest, and that's usually the golden hand, so I start with that. Energy pads are also very helpful since nothing else will drop in the void other than a weapon or Protea parts, which means no energy orbs. By the way, real quick, to acquire specific parts, you need specific crowns. There are 3 different crowns. There's the regular Granum Crown, which is for the neuroptics, Exemplar Granum Crown for the chassis, and Zenith Granum Crown for the systems. There are also 3 ranks, and you have to kill a certain amount of specters in each rank. For the first rank, it's 25 kills for solo, or 100 for a full squad. It's an additional 25 kills per squad member. For the second rank, it's 50 kills for solo, or 125 for a full squad. And for the third rank, it's 75 kills for solo, or 150 for a full squad. For the rewards, you'll get rewarded for each rank you finish, so even if you don't finish a 3rd, you'll still get the first 2. Protea only drops on a 3rd though, so always try your best. It is possible to complete the Grand Void mission without releasing the prisoners, but it definitely helps a lot. By the way, don't forget to pick up these particles as they add 5 seconds to the timer. I did notice that more people die in the Zenith mission. I mean, it is also called a nightmare after all, but my suggestion is just to immediately revive yourself rather than wait for someone else to revive you, so all of you can save time since every second is important. Alright, now that we're done here, it's time to complete the rest of the mission. Well, looks like the capture dude showed up first, so let's go get him.
Target located. Bring them in.
Got him! Okay, now let's go find that treasure. Honestly, you really don't need to try so hard to find him. He usually spawns on your way to the extraction point, so just start heading there. Yeah, there are so many laser barriers here, so I use my Tenno to bypass them. Here's another golden hand, but unfortunately, you can only enter the Granum Void once in a mission. There he is.
Wise founder, protect your avaricious servant.
We got the crown, so let's get out of here. As you can see, we didn't get her systems on this mission, so don't feel bad. It's very rare for people to get her parts on the first try. They only have an 11.11% drop chance after all. You just need to keep doing it over and over, and eventually you'll get her. Okay, so here are the components you need to build her parts. Unfortunately for me and my teammate, we didn't have enough cryotics, so we just went to Everest on Earth to excavate some more. It's a pretty quick mission, so we got them in no time. Here she is, guys. Ah, yes. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.